What's up? It's episode 14 of She Talks. Today's episode's a little bit different. I'm going to be doing something I like to call, did she really do that? In which case, I certainly did. Here's a couple examples of how strange I truly am. But I think it adds to my character. First up, we have the time when I was about 6 or 7. I mean, we're talking young, okay? And at the time we lived in a community that was brand new and they were still building a lot of the homes. And my best friend lived a street over. And there was a house like down the street from us that was just the like wood framing. And one day I was down there exploring by myself. This is going terribly already. And the workers had left out like buckets of cement. So I convinced my friend that I had talked to I can't remember, I don't know if I've ever told this story out loud before, but it sounds bad. It's getting worse. I regret this immediately. I convinced her that I talked to the construction workers and they asked if we would help them by spreading the cement all over the floor. She, of course, agreed because I'm rather persuasive. We just cemented with like paintbrushes that we found, like the wood flooring. Like we just spread cement everywhere. Ugh, that makes me a terrible person. I'm fully aware. To have the wherewithal to come up with, concoct that sort of plan at 6 or 7, am I mad? No. Am I impressed? Definitely. Yikes. Next up, here's something absolutely ridiculous about me. Well, this part is not. The fact that I love Oprah, like, that love runs, like, really true and deep. Comes from a deep spot. Have always been a fan. And my dream was to go to Chicago to see her show when it was still on. And that dream came true. Before we flew out there, I decided, well, if I have the chance to meet her, I want to make a big impression. How would one go about doing that, you ask? I wrote her a letter before we left, and I sent it to her, but I didn't just send it in an envelope. No, that would be too normal. I sent it in a mailbox. Yeah, I'll let that sink in for a second. I bought a mailbox, like a mailbox. There's no other way to describe that. And I shipped the mailbox with the letter inside of it. I am aware now, speaking this out loud, how odd that is. I get it now. What makes it worse is that I actually did end up meeting her, which is another story for another day, because dreams do come true. When I met her, I asked her if she got my mailbox. And I wish you could have seen her face, because it was a look. She told me she would ask her producers. Whether or not she did that, I don't know. No way she did. She's like, this chick is a freak. So yeah, so I sent a mailbox to Oprah and then asked her about it. So, yep. Speaking of letters, my third and final, there's no way you did that. Oh, yes, I did. Would be the time that I was obsessed with Friends, the show, and so I wrote them a letter. In my heart of hearts, I wanted them to know how much I deeply appreciated their show and their acting, and I also told them that I wanted them to go to heaven so we could spend eternity together. I think I was probably like 8. Why was I watching Friends at 8 years old is the biggest question that I have. Taking it a step further, my dad and mom thought it was like the cutest. There's a freaking gnat flying around here and I want to get it. Mom and dad thought it was the cutest thing ever that I wrote this endearing, sincere, sweet letter. And so they showed me off like a trick pony, and every family event that we would have, Lord knows I'd end up by the fireplace reading off my friend's letter. It's still around, it still exists, and I can remember writing it and writing like a bit, like a portion of the letter to each cast member and telling them why I liked their character on the show. And then also telling them about Jesus because, you know, that's what you do in a fan letter. Folks, I need to tell you something. I could go on and on with the stories of my youth and my present, actually. But I won't, because you know how they say, like, when you first start dating someone, like, you can't be too weird too soon? I feel that right now, like on a deep level. So I'm gonna let those 3 stories marinate, and you can think about them or try to forget them. But all of them are certifiably, verifiably true. Do I feel better after filming this? Nope. Nope, I don't. Now, tables are turning, because I would like to know what the craziest thing you've done is. I mean, within reason. I don't need to know anything that's gonna get you in legal hot water. But have you ever done anything as weird as that? Because I'd love to hear it. All right, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time on She Talks. Bye.